Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a box opening. Now I have been on a website called Newcraftday. It's all one word, Newcraftday, and I'm telling you something. I don't think for craft items I'll be using Amazon very often. The prices on this website are absolutely amazing, and a lot of the things that are on their website is stuff that I buy on Amazon. Now what they do is they do diamond painting kits, they do embroidery, they do molds for epoxy resin, they do crochet and knitting, they do storage bags for crochet and knitting, they do lots of other items as well, all related to crochet and knitting. They do yarn, they do hooks, they do needles, they do storage bags, they do yarn bowls, they do weaving looms as well. There is so much on this site and the prices are absolutely unbelievable. They do a 10% discount. They've got little daily discounts where they've got an extra 7% off. If you spend over £40 on their website, you get your postage, or your postage from China, you get it free, which is fantastic. A lot of the stuff on it is good quality as well. Now what you can do is, if you want the free shipping, you can join with one of your friends, and you can both order, or one of your family members, you can both order one big order, get your free shipping, and then when you get it in, like a big pack, it's well packed. Look at all the sticky tape. Now I did cut around it, I've only got a little bit up here to cut, and I've got some items in here that I've got and honestly, if I am going to be looking for crochet hook sets or knitting needle sets or anything like that for my family and friends, that's where I'm going. I'm going to buy it from here. I sat for 3 hours looking through all the stuff in their website. So I'm going to open the bag up, and I'll put a link underneath the video, the Newcraftday website, directly to their website. It is a little cheaper than Amazon, because I don't think they're paying all the Amazon fees and things, and a lot of the stuff that I saw on here, you can get a set of crochet hooks for less than £2. Less than £2. That's like $1.50 or something like that in the USA. It is worth going on and just having a look. Have a look, type in the search what you're looking for, whether it's knitting, crochet. They do like the resin, what you call it, the resin molds, and some of the ones in there are beautiful, and I really want to get a couple of those because I quite fancy doing that. There's one that's like a dream catcher, looks quite big, and then there's one that's like a wind chime. I think they were only like £9 something actually. I'll need to have a look again and go back on the website and have a look. Now the first thing I've got is this. Look at this. Now this is what you would call a serenity loom. It is a big crochet loom. It's like knitting and crochet. It's a little mixture of it, and I think it's been just a little bit patched. I've got a little, that's the only thing that we'll have a look once we open it. Now this whole knitting loom, you can go side to side on it and do one that is like a metre wide, or you can do a blanket. The biggest one it'll do is 2.9 metres. 2.9 metres, and you'll start with this side, work all your way around in that figure 8. You'll go around here and go all the way back, but you'll miss out that one pin. You miss that pin out, and that is how you make big sections of either crochet or knitting, whatever you want to call it. Now this one is absolutely lovely. This is a blue one, and they're great to hold on your knee. I'm going to pull this out. You get a little hook with it. Now I've seen these selling on Amazon and eBay for like £30 or £40, these big ones. I'll get that out of there. Now it says that there's a pattern book included. Let's see if I can find it. a little book of patterns. Is that everything? Now I don't want Muttley to get my box, so I'm going to move the box out of the way. Now there is some patterns in this. Now I haven't counted how many pegs there are. This is quite sturdy. Look at the size of this. That is brilliant. Now you get 2 little needles to do your little casting off, and you get this hook. It's like this. And all you do is you wind your wool. I do have some tutorials on the channel, and I will do another with this because I have got yarn and I want to make a blanket for Muttley, and you don't need to just do it for your dog, but I want to do a new blanket for Muttley. He's bitten a hole through the one that he's got. Now when you wind your yarn around, if you're only going the one way, to make a big blanket you'll miss out one, either this one or you can miss out this one, and when you miss that one out, it lets you go right around and come back in a snake all the way back to here. So when you take it off the loom and you open it up, you've got a 2.9 metre width. That's like 60 inches or something, is it not? I'll need to have a little look and see, but it's a big length. You don't need to do a big length like that. You can start from here and just work your way around to here, and you'll get a 1 metre size, sorry. Or you can go on the outside. There's lots of videos on YouTube using these kind of looms, and I think it's absolutely great. It's quite sturdy. It's not too bendy. I know in the past when they first brought these out, a lot of them would snap, but this is made with quite sturdy plastic. The pins are sealed in. Sometimes when you get these, the pins can pop out. Now these are in really tight. Now really sturdy, and you really pull them, they're not coming out. So these pins are just not coming out of here at all. They are really secure in there, so they're not going to fall out when you're working. It's not too big. You can either sit it on a table and use it, or sit it on your knee while you're watching the TV. All you need to do is just spin it around like this. It's quite sturdy to hold as well. There's plenty of places to grip a hold of it as you're working with your knitting. Now I haven't counted the pins, so I don't know how many are on it yet, and I will count them. It can do up to 2.9 metres. It shows you how to do it. Now there's lots of YouTube videos on how to use this type of knitting or sort of crochet loom. Now you can use crochet hooks. You can use crochet hooks because there is a little line, if you see it, and that's what you slide your hook down to catch your stitch and pull it over. Once you've wound your yarn on, you do it twice. You take your bottom stitch up over your top stitch, bottom stitch over the top, and then rewind your yarn again all the way around. You can use the little metal hook. It slides down the slot to help you catch a stitch, but you can also use a thin crochet hook. I used to use a thin crochet hook when I had the long ones. I've still got like the set of the ones that are round, and I've got one I think left of the ones that are long. So you can get different shapes. They do have different ones on their website. I'm going to like doing this because I need a little project at night. So there is it in English? That one's in French. But you can go on YouTube, and I'll do some videos as well on it, so there's no point in me having that. So I'm going to pop that aside. I'll pop it back in the box to keep it safe from Muttley. And the next thing I've got is this. I've always wanted one of these, and they're very pricey on Amazon. On the Newcraftday website, there's quite a few of these yarn bowls, and this one is $11.76. Just $11.76 fantastic as a gift. If you're looking for a gift for someone who does knitting and crochet, or even just like one with a lid as well. I know that it's the same price. I don't know why I didn't pick the one with the lid. Look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now what you do with these is, it's really nice and smooth inside as well. You put your ball of yarn that's wound up in here. You can even put your yarn cakes in there as well. So I've got a ball of yarn here, messy ball of yarn, and what you do is you put it in the bowl, and as you're working it makes it go around in the bowl rather than dancing all over your floor, and it stops it from my ball of yarn's all stuck. So it stops it from dancing all over your floor, especially if you've got pets. It keeps it in the bowl, and that's what these are for. They're nice decoration as well. And that's great because I've got Muttley. If you've got a cat or a dog, you can't help but have pet hairs on the floor, because your little pets do walk around on the floor, and that helps to keep it tidy. It helps it just to keep it off your floor. And look at that, it's beautiful. It feels so nice and smooth, and it's thick as well. It's really nice as a gift. And if you don't want to use it for your crochet or your knitting or your balls of yarn, you can leave it and throw your car keys in it if you've got. I don't have car keys. But, do you know what I mean? It's really pretty. I think it's really, really pretty. I'm going to pop that back in the bag. I like the quality of that. Now I did get one from Amazon last year, and what I did, I actually sent it back because I didn't like it. That it was very rough. It was very rough. I went and ripped my box as well. I'll put that aside. And what else did I get? Now I got a set of crochet hooks. Now these crochet hooks £3.49. £3.49. Look at these. I don't think much of the bag, but it's great if you're travelling. You can travel. It's quite thick actually, but I like to keep my hooks in a zippy bag, and they do have a lot of those little zip pouches for keeping your hooks in. Look at these. Look at these. These are fantastic. They're nice and soft. They've got a decent size hook on them as well, and you get a whole set. There's 8 hooks, and it starts from a 2.5mm hook. It's got the number is in this. It's a cross between plastic and silicone. It's not soft rubber, but it's nice and smooth, and the hooks have got a nice shape to them. Look at that. They've got a nice decent hook on them as well. Sometimes when you get them from Amazon, you get a lot of like the spray in there, and sometimes they don't have a very good hook. But my little self zooming in on the camera, these have got a nice deep hook to catch your yarn. It goes from a 2.5, and I think this one is a 6. This is a 6. They're nice and comfortable. Nice and comfortable. I like these. They're not rough. There's none of them that are rough. Sometimes you get them, they've got rough edges, and people will say, oh, just use a nail file, but you don't buy them to have to file them or anything like that. But for £3.49, how's that for a gift? If you get these and you don't like them in the packet, and you get one of the little crochet hook, the material crochet hook cases, and put them in, gift. Perfect gift. Now when you've got like these, and I've got something quite similar with these ones, these don't feel any different. They don't feel any different. These are tulip hooks, but these don't feel any different at all from the tulip hook. And to be honest, there's actually a better hand on this one than the tulip one. The tulip ones are quite slim. This one's still got a decent amount on it for you to hold it, and that's at a 4.5. Now the noise you can hear in the background is Muttley as usual. He's put his ball underneath the unit. So in all, I am so happy with these, especially with the price of them. Now when I was looking through the website, they had over 20 different sets of crochet hooks. There were loads and loads of them, and honestly, and most of them were all under £5. It's absolutely amazing the price that they're taking. It's a fantastic price, and these are really good hooks. They feel good, they're nice and light, they're not too heavy either, so they're good. They feel good in your hands. Put that in there and let's have a look on these. One, it just says crochet hook, aluminium, tells you all the size, and it's an 8-piece set. Most of the sets are 8-piece. Now what I've got in here is, I'm going to show you these. I've got this set. Now this is a knitting needle set, because they do knitting as well. I want to keep that little bag for Muttley, and I do intend to go back on their website and order some more stuff. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Look at that for a set of knitting needles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sets of knitting needles. Now these are knitting needles. I like this. The zip on this is brilliant. What you get is, you get these wires. Now these are, oh, these are lovely. You get these wires, and they're all different lengths. Now what it lets you do is, it lets you knit in the round, in a round circle. That is brilliant. Look at that. You get different sizes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 different lengths for you to crochet, knit in the round. So if you're knitting sleeves or sweaters or things, and I got these because one of my friends actually wanted, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday, and that's what she said, that she would love to have a knitting needle set that she can do in the round. Now what is this part? Let's see what this is. Oh, that's little spare parts. The ends are to stop your stitches coming off as well. But that's cool. That's cool. I don't know what those little, she'll know what they are. Little springs, put them in there. And what you do is, you take your knitting needle. So you've got your knitting end, and you've got the end here, that what you do is you screw in your knitting, and you can interchange them. So you can make that up with this set, and if you want that set and you calls for a crochet hook smaller, well, a knitting needle, a crochet hook, and you just screw that one in to that side, and there you go. You just do your knitting, put your yarn on, and you'll do your knitting, and it'll go in the round. Your stitches will come up here and they'll go down there, and you'll be crocheting around and around and around and around. Right, take that back. Oh, she's going to love this. Now this goes from a 9mm down to a 2.75. That is brilliant. That's 13 sets of knitting needles. Now they do crochet hooks in the round. They do the crochet hooks where you can put the long length onto a crochet hook. So let's pretend that is one of these, but it's a crochet hook, and what you do is you screw it on to your crochet hook, and you can actually crochet Tunisian crochet or other crochet in a long length as well, if you want to do a blanket, you can have it on a big long length for Tunisian crochet. There's all sorts on their website, all sorts. I was on there for hours. This is a beautiful gift set for someone who does a lot of knitting. I'll put that one in round the wrong way, put them in the right way. These are nice, they're nice and light. So that's the end that gets screwed in, and this is your actual knitting end here. Oh, that's pretty as well. You can put a couple of crochet hooks in there as well if you like it. So I'm going to pop that to the side, pop that over there, and that set was £24.66, £24.66 for that whole set of 13, and that is a fantastic price. Now they had cheaper ones, they had other ones that didn't cost as much. There was only one set that was higher than that, but it's a fun. If you're given that as a gift, it's a beautiful gift. And there is a lot cheaper ones as well. Now I'm going to go with this. Now this is diamond art. I've got a few videos on my channel with diamond art, and I will open this in a different video and show you it for all the people who do like the diamond art pictures. Now it's a poppy picture. It would have showed you somewhere what the picture is like. It usually tells you up the side. There, it's there. It's a long poppy picture. Now what it is, it's like painting by numbers, but you're using little diamonds. And you set them in to the squares. You can see through the picture you've got all these with alphabetical numbers and shapes on them, and there'll be inside here there is a graph, and you've got your little pen in there to work it. You've got all your beads in there. So people who have done diamond art, that's your little graph. It'll tell you down here the corresponding bag that's inside for the one that goes on here. So all you'll do is you take your little diamond and you'll put it in, you push it in. That picture is sticky. Now this is quite a large one, and this one is one of the bigger ones I do. This is 100 by 50 centimeters. So it's 100 centimeters wide by 50. You can frame them up. They do leave enough room for you up the sides to put it into a picture frame. My sister Elizabeth does these, so does her daughter, and I've done them. My sister June does them, and my sister Roberta does. Actually there's quite a few in my family that do these. Oh, I got this one for my sister Elizabeth. And the price for this is £16.77. £16.77. I paid, a few years ago, I paid like £10.99 for one that was only this size. It was only this size. And look at this. This is beautiful. It's good quality as well. I'm really surprised. Now all that will straighten out. Any of the creases do smooth out, and I've got a little video on my channel as well on how to straighten this out if you can't get the creases out. Look at the size of this. I'm going to turn it this way. I just didn't want everything to fall out. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Now you get all the things you need for it in here. Oh, there's 2 trays and 2 pens. That's good. Now you get a little piece of putty, and you put a little piece of that in the end of this pen. You put your diamonds on the tray, and you pick your little diamonds up. So if you start in one corner, I usually start in the top corner and work your way down. So it'll tell you what each square is. The little square has a T. It's a grey T, so you'll look down here and you'll find the corresponding grey T. So that is number 9. It's in bag 415. So you'll look through your big bags of your diamantes and you'll find bag 415. I think it's that one there. And you'll place your diamonds in. Now this is called a square drill. That means all the little diamonds are square shaped. And you can see them through there. You get lots and lots of them. Look at those. It's so pretty. And all the bags are numbered on it as well. I'm going to make sure I keep that there. And look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So if you like painting by numbers and jigsaws, you're going to like these, because you sit and place all the bits in. And anyone that does these, they're called diamond art paintings. You'll know what I'm talking about. They're quite addictive. It's quite addictive. You can start doing this and then about 2 hours later you look up and you think, it feels as if it's only been 15 minutes or so. And it's not. Now where's my little, I'll put them in. Push that up and I'll put them in down there. Just to keep it all together. Beautiful. I don't think I'll get it back in the bag. I don't think I've rolled it as tight as they had it. Doesn't matter anyway. Put it into a different bag. So the one thing I haven't told you about this is your picture's sticky. Your picture's sticky. Now you get a backing on it and you peel it back and you can feel how sticky that is. Now the better quality ones have a really good stick. Look at that. So you know that your diamantes are going to stick to that. It's made with canvas as well, and it's a good clean even colour. Now I've had ones of these from other companies and they've had big patches where the backing has not been properly sealed. And this is cool. I like this one. This is a good, it's nice and thick as well. It's worth going on. They've got so many diamond art. Look at that. Brilliant. Good quality sticky stuff on it. Now I don't think I'm going to get that back in there without rolling it up. I'm going to pop that aside. I'll just pop it there just now. Now my last item that I got, I can put that down on the floor. Now it only took 4 days from when I ordered this. 4 or 5 days. I'll bring my camera down just a little bit. I've moved it and it keeps moving around. So that's not bad from overseas. And they do give you a tracking number with it as well in your email. And if you sign up to their emails, they give you an extra 10% off your first order. So you can track it from when it goes on, leaves them, goes on to their aeroplane and whatnot. Now I got this little crochet bag. I've got a big bag and I wanted one that was a little bit smaller. Now I had a larger one. The larger, even these ones on Amazon, these are like 20 odd pounds. So 20 odd pounds. Now on the side you get this little pocket you can put your crochet hooks in. There's a little bit there where you put the point of your crochet hook down into there and it protects the point. There's another one in here. So you've got this one and you can put all your things in it. It's quite sturdy. I want to see, make sure that the zip's nice and thingy on it. The zip's nice and solid on them. It's got good stitching in it. All the edges are all stitched in. So you can put things in there as well. And then you can, I'll take my hook back out. And then you can zip it closed. This is great if you're going somewhere. Just popping it in your caravan, put it in your car. It's not too big. Now you've got these ends here. If you do knitting, you can put your needles down in here as well. You can put hooks and things in here. You can put little books and things down the sides. There's pockets down the sides. And in the middle, you've got space for some balls of yarn. You've got space where you can put maybe a pattern, a crochet book. There's pockets on the inside down there as well. There's pockets here, and you've got that big space in the middle to put some balls of yarn in. Now there's holes in this one where you can thread your yarn up through, and you can leave the bag, if you're at the beach or somewhere, on the ground and still keep the sand out of your crochet. Now it's got a good solid zip. I like that. I like the handles as well. So it's a really nice little cool bag size if you're going away for the day, where you could throw some things in. You've got pockets, put your phone in there, keep all your stuff all together. Now it will sort of straighten out a little bit. And this is one of the smaller type. Now there are bigger bags. There's ones that are much wider that you can get. So thank you so much for watching. I'll leave the links under the video for you if you want to go quickly to go and have a look on the website. Now do take note of the offers they've got, the 10% off. So remember that when you go onto their website, make sure you check their daily deals, because they do have daily deals where they're doing percentages off. Maybe like you sign up, you'll get 10% off your first order. They're doing, at the moment, it was an Easter deal, they're doing an extra 7% off. So keep an eye on all that kind of thing as well. It is fantastic. I like the quality of this. I really like this. I really like this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you click on the bell notification, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. And it is free to subscribe to the channel. And I'll put the links to Newcraftday's website. Remember, it's all one word if you're searching for it. Newcraftday, all one word. It's not New Craft and Day, it's Newcraftday, all one word. Brilliant website. Go check it out. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.